Here are my NHL 23 playoff predictions, guys. I'm going to be doing the bracket challenge on NHL.com. It's going to be fun, guys, but I'm going to have a little twist this year for the playoffs. So I created a league on bracket challenge so my community can battle it out to see who can get the closest playoff predictions, and the winner will get $100 from me at the end of the playoffs. So if you are closest, you'll get $100. So make sure the link will be in the description and the password will be there as well. You can only create one. Let's see who can get closest, baby. Let's make sure to tell your friends, all that kind of stuff, guys, to see if we can get as many people in this challenge as possible. The link will be in the description, guys, but let's do it, baby. All right, guys, if you look here, I'm on NHL.com, the bracket challenge here. The name is going to be Wild for Hockey Cup. That is the cup, baby. That is the league we are in. And all you have to do is obviously make your bracket. And you only have one, guys. You only have one. So make sure you do it right and hope for the best. But $100 will go to the winner. I'll make sure to DM you all that kind of stuff. But let's do it, baby. Make sure to tell your friends. The link will be in the description for all this kind of stuff. So make sure you join up and do it. We only have a couple days to do it. I think it's 3 days until the brackets lock. See how many people can get in and see who can win, baby. All right, guys. As you can see here, there's 3 days, 6 hours, and 35 minutes left to lock your final bracket. So it's gonna be kind of tight when I post this video, but make sure to do it quick, guys. And I'm very excited to see who wins and how close we all really get. See how smart our community really is. So let's do it, baby. Let's see what my predictions are for the NHL playoffs. Okay, guys, let's do it. Let's start out here in the Western Conference. If you do see me looking up right here, it's my top monitor. I'm doing it on there for some reason. So that is that. But okay, Colorado versus the Seattle Kraken. If you look at the stats here, Colorado, we're barely ahead in points, but I think Colorado's the better team here. I feel like that is the obvious answer in my opinion. So I will be saying the Colorado Avalanche will win the series. My prediction is probably in 6 games. I'll say 6 or 5 games, but Kraken are gonna make it hard, man. They're a fast team, tough place to play in Seattle. So this is gonna be a tough series for them. But I do think Colorado, the experience they have, will be in full effect, and I think they have what it takes to beat the Kraken. Then let's go to Minnesota versus the Dallas Stars. I do think Dallas Stars are going to win this series. I know I've been putting a lot of shade, I guess you could say, on Minnesota because they do have that Eriksson neck injury, but he is skating non-contact, but who knows about that. But if they get out of the first round, then Ek will probably be back. Their full lineup will be back, and this team could be solid, man. This team is pretty damn good. Gustafsson and Fleury, they have a good goalie duo. Who knows how? I'm guessing they're going to start Gustafsson because he's been playing really hot. I wonder if they're going to play goalies on short leashes. Who knows? But I do like the Stars team. If they can get this goal scoring depth, if Robinson can stay hot, Pavelski can chip in, Ben can chip in, if Miro Heiskanen can lock down the back end for the team, and obviously Ottinger in the back end, if he can play solid, this Dallas Stars team should win the series. I think it goes 6 or 7 in my opinion. So I'm going to say Dallas Stars do win that series. Onto the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Winnipeg Jets. I'll be honest, really no one's giving any respect to the Jets here. Jets are a good, solid team. Hellebuck is a very, very good goalie, so you got to keep that in mind. But Knights do have a better team, in my opinion. I do think they're going to win the series. Knights, they have good offense. Defense is okay. It's pretty good. And the goalie might be a little issue, in my opinion. I know Brossoit has been playing very, very good, and he's playing his former team. So who knows if they have his ins and outs on this in the Jets lineup. Maybe they could beat him. Who knows? But obviously, Brossoit is going to want to play hard against his former team if he does start. Which he is going to start, in my opinion. But I wonder if he has a short leash because they have Logan Thompson. They have Jonathan Quick. I wonder what's going to happen in Vegas for the net. But I do think Vegas will win that series in probably, I'll say 5 or 6 games, in my opinion. I'll say 5 or 6 games. Edmonton Kings, this series is going to be so fun to watch, guys. Revenge last year. They played each other. Oilers won in Game 7. Can they do it again? I do think they do it again, but it's going to be a hard series, guys. It's going to be a hard series. I think Kings are going to make it a battle. They're going to make it a battle. And yeah, I think Oilers win in 6 or 7 again. I think 6 or 7, but goalie situation might be an issue for the Kings. I would not be surprised if they lose in 5 or maybe even get swept. I would not be surprised. I doubt they get swept. I very highly doubt that because it's hard to play in LA, but I do think Oilers win the series in 6 games. All right, guys, let's hop to the Eastern Conference here. Boston Bruins versus the Florida Panthers. And Bruins, obviously, best team in NHL history with the record they did this year. And they're playing a Florida team that's actually been pretty hot as of recently. Lyon's been very good in net. Matthew Tkachuk's been carrying the team. Barkov, obviously, they have Ekblad. They have a pretty damn good team. But Bruins are the Bruins, man. But I hope they don't turn into the Tampa Bay Lightning who got swept by the Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't know if that situation is going to happen. And I don't think it's going to happen. I think Bruins do win this series. I'm going to say probably I'd say 5 or 6 game in my opinion. Bruins are just so good. They have all the depth in the world. They literally can roll all 4 lines, and 4th line can play against the first line of the Panthers. Like, they're that good. With Ullmark in the back end, with Ullmark in net, is unreal, man. It's obviously Charlie McAvoy leading the defense as well. This team is super good. They are a cheat code. Bruins will win that series. Toronto Lightning, guys, this series is going to be an absolute banger. Absolute banger. Revenge. Can Toronto get revenge from last year? Obviously, Tampa Bay did win in Game 7 last season. Can Toronto do it? This is the best opportunity they have. This is the worst Tampa Bay team we've seen in a recent history. Can they do it? And I think they do. I think Toronto does win this series in 6 games. I think the offense will be too much for the Lightning. And even though they have Vasilevsky, I think Toronto will take this series in 6. At least I hope. At least I hope that Toronto has to, or Matthews is gone. Okay. Hurricanes versus the Islanders. This series is going to be sneaky good, but it's going to be a little low scoring in my opinion. And just, I think it's going to be tight defense, low scoring, maybe some physicality in there. But I think Islanders could take the series, guys. Svechnikov is gone. Pacioretty's not playing. They have Aho, I get it. They have Nietzsche, I get it. But they don't have any natural goal scorers. Sebastian Aho is really not a natural goal scorer. Yes, he puts the puck in the net, but I wouldn't say he's a natural goal scorer. Same with Nietzsche is more of a natural goal scorer than Aho, but still, this team needs to score goals. But this Islanders do the same thing. Islanders don't score that many goals. Bo Horvat needs to pop off. Nelson needs to pop off. Barzal is coming back as well, so he can put the puck in the net sometimes, but he's a very good playmaker as well. But both these teams are defensive schemes, and goalies obviously goes lean towards the Islanders. Sorokin is unreal. Frederick Anderson is solid, but Sorokin is top 3 in the NHL this year. He's been unreal. He's stolen series before, and I think he can do it again. I'm going to go bold here and say that the Islanders are going to win. Actually, no, I'm kidding. I don't think I can do that. Can I do that? This one's tough. This one's tough because who's going to score more? I can't do it. I'm going to have to say Carolina. I'm going to have to say Carolina win. And I'm going to say it goes in 7. I think Carolina wins in 7. Because both home ices are very tough to play. It's not fun playing in Long Island. It's not fun playing in Raleigh. It's not fun. So I think home ice wins every time. I think home ice wins every time. I think there's going to be a lot of overtime games here. And I don't know. I would not be surprised if the Islanders do win. I think I might lose this one. But it's just so hard betting against Hurricanes, man. It's so hard betting against Hurricanes. So I'm going to have to stick with Hurricanes. But I would not be surprised if the Islanders do win. I'm kind of feeling Islanders might win this, but it's hard to bet against. It's hard to bet against Carolina. You know what I mean? New Jersey versus Rangers. This is gonna be such a battle. This is gonna be such a battle of offensive powerhouses. These games are gonna go super high scoring. But I'm sorry, I've said this from the beginning. I don't think the Devils can beat the Rangers. I know they beat them in the regular season, but I just cannot see them beating them in a playoffs because Rangers have all the experience. They went conference finals last season. They have the goalie. They have the offense. Their defense is it's solid, and they have Shesterkin in the net. They have everything it takes to win the Stanley Cup. And Devils, very good team. They overachieved this year for a lot of standards. No one really thought they'd go this far. And obviously, they're super young. But I just don't think they have the experience. And it's going to be tough playing against this team. I don't know how they're going to win a game in MSG, man. MSG is a very tough place to play. In playoffs, it gets feisty, it gets toxic. And can the Devils handle it? I hope so. I want the Devils to win this. I just don't think they can. I'm not slandering the Devils. I just don't know how they beat the Rangers. I don't know how they do it. Devils fans, comment down below what you guys think, but I just don't know how. Obviously, Hughes is unreal. Heishier's unreal. Mercer's unreal. You have Dougie in the back end. You have Luke Hughes. Is he going to play? I don't know. I'm guessing so. Obviously, you have Schmid and Vanacek in net. Maybe Blackwood is playing. Hope not, because he's not very good. But Vanacek, he's not better than Shesterkin. Can he steal a series? Who knows? But I'm going to have to say Rangers win in 6 or 7, in my opinion. Okay, guys, let's get back to the Western Conference here. Colorado versus the Dallas Stars. This series is going to be very good. The decipher of this series is going to be in net. I think Jake Onger is going to be too much for the Colorado Avalanche. I think he's going to shut down Nathan McKinnon. I think he's going to shut down Ranton. I think he's going to shut down Kale McCarr. And I think Dallas Stars are going to win that series. It's going to be tough, but I think they win in 7. I think Dallas Stars win in 7 against the Colorado Avalanche and knock out the champs. I think that's solid, man. That's a tough answer right there. But that is my opinion, guys. That's what I'm going to stick with. I think that's a solid guess, guys. Jake Onger is unreal. I'm banking on Robertson, Ben, Pavelski. I'm expecting them to pop off. So I'm just taking the Dallas Stars against the Avalanche, baby. Now let's go to the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Edmonton Oilers. This series is going to be so good. But I don't think it's going to be as close as we think, guys. I think the Oilers actually win the series in probably 5 games, if I'm being honest with you. I think Oilers are just kryptonite of the Knights, man. I just don't think Knights can defend Connor McDavid. I don't think the goalies can have what it takes to stop Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. So I think Oilers actually win that series pretty easily and go right back to the conference finals. Go to the East, guys. Boston Bruins versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. This series is so good. But I'm going to go with Toronto Maple Leafs, guys. I'm sorry. I believe in the Toronto Maple Leafs this year. This is the best team they've had in a long time. The decor is actually very solid. But the one thing that does really scare me is Ilya Samsonov. He had a good regular season, but he's not very good on the road. And this Boston team is very good at home ice, and they can win on the road as well, obviously. But I'm gonna do it. I don't know why, but I'm doing it. I might be stupid here, but I'm gonna have to go with the Toronto Maple Leafs here against the Bruins. I just feel like the offense is gonna be too much for the Bruins, because obviously goalies matter, but sometimes we don't know what Olmark's gonna do in the playoffs. We really don't. We don't know how good he's gonna be. Is he gonna be his former self? Is Swayman gonna have to play in net a couple times? Who knows? Obviously, Bruins decor is unreal. They don't give that many top tier opportunities, but Toronto, they have the offensive powerhouses to get those special opportunities, get those high scoring chances. So I think Toronto could do it and shock the world and beat the Boston Bruins. I don't know, call me crazy, but I'm gonna send it. I'm not a Toronto fan. I'm a Penguins fan, but I'm picking the Leafs, man. I'm picking the Leafs. Hurricanes versus Rangers, guys. This series would be a banger as well, but I think Rangers will be too much. I think Frederik Andersen won't be able to stop this offense. I think Hurricanes just won't be able to score as we think they can, because obviously Svechnikov, he's a huge piece in this lineup, and he's not here. Same with Pacioretty, and I think that is going to be a big downfall for the Hurricanes, and I think the Rangers win this in 6 games. So conference finals, Dallas Stars, Oilers, Toronto, and the Rangers. That would be an absolute banger. Let's go to the West, guys. Stars versus Oilers, and once again, guys, I think Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, I think the back end on the Oilers is so much better than we think. Ekholm, that trade was absolutely perfect for this team. Absolutely, he fits perfectly on this lineup. I just think Oilers will be too much for the Stars here, and I do think the Oilers will make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. I hate saying this. I don't like the Oilers at all, but I'm just being realistic here, guys. The Oilers are the best team in the Western Conference. I think they can beat anybody. Last year was a big stepping stone for them, and I hope they don't win the Stanley Cup. I really don't, but I do think they make it there. I think they have an easy path, and I think they get there pretty convincingly. I think they beat the Stars in 6 and get to the Stanley Cup Finals. McDavid in his first finals. Then let's see who they'll be up against. Let's go to the East, guys. Toronto versus the Rangers. Banger of a series. This would be a super offensive series here, guys, and it'd be so fun to watch. But I think the Rangers would show too much for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The offense would be too much for them, for the defense and the goalie. And I think the Rangers would make the Stanley Cup Finals in 6 games against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And it would be our Oilers, Rangers, Stanley Cup Finals. And I hate both these teams. This would be a really fun finals to watch, but I hate both of them. But I'll have to pick one of them to win. And that's going to have to be the New York Rangers. I think they would beat the Edmonton Oilers in 6 games, because I just think this team is really good, man. They have the offense, they have the depth, they have the defense, and they have the goalie in net. And I think they can outscore the Oilers. I think they can out-defend the Oilers, and the goalie is better on the Rangers. So I think the Rangers will beat the Oilers in the Stanley Cup Finals this season, guys. Total goals, the Stanley Cup Finals series, let's say they average 6-7 a game times 6. Let's say 30. We'll go 34. No, that seems kind of low. I'll go 37. I think that's solid, guys. That is my final bracket. Picks are in. New York Rangers. Go to the league here, baby. Make sure to join the cup, guys. Make sure you can win $100 if you are the number 1 in the league at the end of the playoffs. Make sure, I promise you, I am not gonna pay up. That's what I do, baby. I will 100% do it. Make sure to log in, but you're gonna have to be subscribed and following my TikTok. I'll be posting that as well to make sure. I will be posting it on there as well. So make sure, guys, to join in. You have a couple days to do it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a like, subscribe, comment down below your predictions. Who do you think you're gonna win? What do you think about mine? Do you not like mine? Comment down below. Let's have a conversation, baby. Thanks so much for watching. Much love. Once again, guys, be great, and I'll see you guys later.